Hi, I'm Vilma. I've been reading this book aloud for you, and I'm glad you've made it to this point. Let's chat a little about the page we just read. Here's how it works. I'll ask you a question and give you a moment to answer it out loud. Then Simon here, who really likes to talk about the story, will jump in and share his answer. After that, we'll move on to the next question. Are you ready? Let's get started. Where did Dorothy live, and who did she live with?
Dorothy lived on the Kansas prairie with her Uncle Henry and Anna.
What did Uncle Henry do?
Uncle Henry was a farmer.
What was their house like?
The house was small and had only one room.
Why was the house small?
Because they had to bring lumber from far away.
Lumber. What does that mean?
Lumber means wood for building houses.
Why did they have to bring lumber from far away?
Because there were no trees on the prairie.
Prairie. Can you tell me what a prairie is?
A prairie is flat land with grass and no trees. It goes on and on.
What things were inside the house?
There was a stove, a cupboard, a table, chairs, and 2 beds.
What was under the floor of the house?
Under the floor was a tornado cellar.
Tornado. What is a tornado?
A tornado is a strong wind that spins fast and can destroy buildings.
What is a tornado cellar?
A tornado cellar is a hole in the ground to hide from tornadoes. It is dark and small.
Do tornadoes happen a lot in Kansas?
Apparently, that's why people have tornado cellars.
What did Dorothy see when she looked outside?
Dorothy saw the vast, great prairie all around.
Dorothy saw no trees or houses. How do you think that made her feel?
Maybe Dorothy felt lonely or small because the land was so big and empty.
So, Dorothy lived in a small house on the wide, empty prairie. Let's go to the next page and see what comes after.